Thank you for calling me an orthodox batsman.
Very orthodox.
I completely believe in myself to do it on days that I'm doing well.
The skill I've worked on a lot is just really standing still.
And that's what it looks like. And that's the execution that goes with it as well.
Arguably the toughest balls to hit for any batter is the one that's really wide out. When you do extend your arms, the one thing is you can get your hands into a good position.
In the nets in the Garden City in Bengaluru, we've got two very special Royal Challengers with us. And I say us because I've got Watto's company as well. In the nets, I've got the captain of Royal Challengers Bengaluru, Faf du Plessis, and the finisher extraordinaire in Dinesh Karthik.
It's fascinating to be able to see what we're going to talk about, the difference between Faf with being more of an orthodox batter, conventional batter at the top of the order, compared to what DK sort of transformed himself into as a finisher.
Thank you for calling me an orthodox batsman.
Very orthodox.
I feel like my hand grip is very unorthodox.
And outside of Yorker, what are you thinking, DK? What's the kind of prep like? What's going on in the space between the years, as they say? How much are you premeditating and how are you looking to execute your plans?
Well, the one advantage that you have when you don't premeditate, even as a batsman who's trying to finish an innings off, is you can get into positions knowing where you can hit the ball, but if it is not there, you can react to it very well. Whereas if you're committed one way, thinking this is what it's going to be, then you get stuck. So first up, most finishers try and stay a little deeper in the crease to gain some time and use the pace of the ball. Arguably the two toughest balls to hit for any batter is the one that's really wide out, where you don't get enough power because you've extended your arms, and once you've fully extended your arms, you don't get any power beyond that. You want to extend your arms at the point of impact. That gives you the best chance. But if it's slightly above that, or rather further out, then you start losing power. The other tough ball which is really hit, if they just follow you into your pad because you don't get enough room to get your bat in a good position to hit the ball. So these are the two toughest balls that most bowlers look to do, either tuck you up or bowl that far out wide where you don't have control over your bat. And the one thing that you can do if the bowler has space is try and use space, because when you do extend your arms, the one thing is you can get your hands into a good position to use the pace of the ball depending on where the gap is. And that's the skill of a middle order batsman and finisher, to understand that you get into a very strong position to hit a six, but in case it's not there, then you maneuver your hands in a position to try and beat the field wherever that is.
That's the beauty of Faf and what he's able to do at the top of the order is he assesses the conditions, know what the bowler's doing, but he's still then, even when he puts his foot down, he is then just letting the bowler make a mistake for him to then be able to put the ball away, which is lower risk, but he still scores incredibly quickly.
When I was younger as a T20 cricketer, I was very conventional side on play, and I felt like I didn't have enough power to score outside of the power play. Obviously the new ball, you can attack the inner ring, but outside the power play, I really feel like I needed something more. And that's when I almost get into this position where I feel like if I'm in a good position, I can hit the short ball really well. I can weight transfer really good through the middle, or just throw your hands at it there. Generally that pickup length, you're already in that position where your hands are quite high. So you feel like you can hit their best balls for boundaries, but with just reacting, nothing premeditating.
Talks about what position that you get into like really quickly to be able to be in a position to be able to then get the ball on that leg side.
So, the first thing is you got to move your back leg. And when you move your back leg is when you get into a position, automatically your front leg follows your back leg. So the key is moving your back leg, but the head needs to be really still. A lot of times when you do end up moving, people who don't connect it aren't in a good position, they've fallen over, or they're moving as ball is coming and they're late on it. So to be able to, and that's what makes the likes of say an AB de Villiers so great, because he's able to do it quick, but most importantly, he's courageous enough to move, keep a still head, and if the ball is coming straight at his face, still be still and use his hands to get through whatever shot he's going to play. It's a tough skill. Not many people can do. At times you can get lucky, but if you want to be consistent at it, you need a lot of courage to start to do that.
Let's give you another instance. Now there's a looped up flighted delivery coming your way, Faf. What are you looking to do as a batter?
So there's a case of getting into position where, same thing again, I have to focus on what is really important for my bat swing, because when I have a bad bat swing, I'll never hit a six. So all I focus on is just having a good, strong position, and from there I can just let the ball keep coming to me, and then I'm trying to hit the ball as late as possible. Once again, a problem or a mistake that we make is we want to hit the ball there and then you lose all your power. So when you're coming down, obviously you got a bit of momentum to help you hit the ball, but a skill I've worked on a lot is just really standing still, being in a strong position, and then letting the ball come through the air right till the end where you make that decision to to hit the ball under your eyes, because that's where the most power lies, is right here.
A bottom hand grip obviously tends to take the shots more towards the leg side, but if you're looking to hit inside out, Faf, how does that change things for you? Is that something you worked on consciously growing up?
I think what's really important with this grip is that I have a really good strong shoulder to connect my hands to my bat blade, because if this goes, then all of this just takes over. Then I've got no power. So in order for me to get the ball to the offside, I have to be in a position where my shoulder is really strong. So I can just wait, and once you can hit it there. As if this is not in position, I've got no shot.
The thing that I'm fascinated by, DK, is you've had to evolve your game from being a top order batter into being an incredible finisher. What's your mindset? What are your thought processes around where are the boundaries and how can I find them?
For me, it's about staying very calm, you know, and accepting that on certain days it's not going to be done. But on certain days when I get going, it is a possibility. And I completely believe in myself to do it on days that I'm doing well. That's the key, because there will be moments when a shot doesn't go your way, or, you know, the bowler is actually bowling really well on that day. It's okay. But on days that I get going, I want to make sure I'm the guy to finish the game with the red ink and come out. So, you know, that's the kind of mindset that I have. And it's a bit like an ocean. I think there's a lot happening underneath, but on top, you just want to make it feel like it's still water, not too much happening, and, you know, give the feeling that I'm in control. I think that's a good place to be as a middle order batsman.
And that's what it looks like, and that's the execution that goes with it as well.
And that's why it's absolutely worth our while to come to the Garden City and to be in the nets with these Royal Challengers from Bengaluru. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bud. Thank you.